In one word, I'd probably say exciting.
I wanted to go to somewhere that would challenge me.
It feels very prestigious and it feels quite an honour to wear this badge.
When I came for the open evening, I remember getting in the car with my mum at the end and just thinking the vibe I got from the school, it just felt really good.
I felt really at home here, and all the teachers were really accepting and really nice to us.
I feel like we're one big community, which is really nice.
From the moment they first put the blazer on or they come to look around and join, everyone feels proud to be part of the school.
They feel like they're part of the place and that they're part of our 350-year history.
I think parents expect us to have high standards, and we do have high standards, but they're often surprised by the closeness of relationships.
I think the culture here at Sir Thomas Richards School is amazing. It's quite unique.
There's such a focus on the atmosphere. I feel like it's so much more welcoming.
We know that if they're happy and confident and they're feeling well in themselves, that will have a correlation in terms of their academic success.
It just comes back to the ethos of the school, and we have to put the same level of effort into them as individuals as they're putting into their studies.
When anyone has any change in their life, it is going to be scary, but what we try to do is pick that up as early as possible.
The first day, I was pretty nervous. In my old school, only 2 kids came from my old school to here. When I first sat down, I was just kind of scared, to be honest, and a bit excited.
I settled in really quickly when everybody's just really willing to let somebody else come in and join.
We put in a bespoke sort of package for them to make sure that actually on their first day in September they can say that they do know some people from their form group, their form teacher, and that it's going to be a much more comfortable experience because of the work that we do in the summer holidays.
We came in for a day, a couple of weeks before we actually started school.
And they get to do a few lessons and meet their tutor group for a first time and start to see the building and what a typical school day will look like while the school is full.
Obviously there was that aspect, I was scared to come into this whole new environment, but then it was easier to kind of transition because we had a trip.
We went to Stratford-on-Avon for the start of Year 7.
It means that they get to form relationships and really, really strong relationships with those classmates. I'm an ex-Richian myself. I think it's really, really valuable because, as I said, I've got a good understanding of maybe what they're feeling when they start, and actually the residential trip that we did to Stratford when I was in Year 7, I found it hugely, hugely helpful, and I really got to know some people then who I'm still friends with now. And you know, we like to think that we can provide that same opportunity to the new students coming in.
Trips were really good. We went to Lakeside in February in Lake District.
Lakeside was probably the best because it helped you bond. The mountains was good and canoeing was really fun too.
I really think it's noticeable that that's when they start to kind of buy into the school ethos a little bit more, and they're starting to see that yes, we're an academic school, we're a grammar school, but there's so much more on offer.
With parents, what I believe they're most happy about is that their child is happy in the school and that they're thriving at school.
We want to kind of foster their kind of thirst for learning. We want to help them academically succeed, but in addition we know that their well-being is super important and something we really, really pride ourselves on.
They help you and they try and build a really nice friendship with you, and it's just so organic.
Our teacher right now in Year 8, she's really good. She makes everything so much easier to do.
What our teachers try to do is plan lessons that are memorable but also enjoyable, because enjoyment is linked to memory as well.
If we want the students to be the best that they can be in all these subjects, we've got to actually allow them to be taught by subject specialists. And our teachers here are genuinely interested in their subjects, so they'll be doing master's degrees, or trying to stay at the cutting edge of their subject discipline.
I think our students appreciate that our teachers have that expert subject knowledge and want to develop that for themselves.
I think it's really important that they come to Tommy's and have an all-round education, and what's important about that are the extracurricular activities, and we're very, very good at offering a complete range of activities, so there is definitely something for everyone.
I think extracurricular activities does help the more fundamental learning.
The sport, I think it has a really good reputation for its sport.
It's something that just helps a lot of people, just getting out and having a bit of a runabout. And I think Tommy takes quite a lot of pride in that.
As I came to school, I sort of tried out in many more sports like rugby, basketball, athletics and swimming, and it made me feel more open towards trying new things.
I didn't particularly like rugby, but the teachers here are very amazing. They helped me fit in and encouraged me to play rugby. Then I started off and it was amazing.
You also make new friends out on the pitch as well. and then playing matches against other schools. It's really fun.
In terms of music, I sang in the school choir and played the brass band and a few others as well. So yeah, I enjoy that.
It's fantastic to see students grow in confidence, grow in expertise.
From year 7 to year 8, I feel like I've definitely come a long way in terms of education and friendships as well.
They really make sure that you're ready to go on to the next step in life. So for me, that's university, but whether that's going into an apprenticeship or a job, then they make sure that you're ready for that workload and what that may present to you.
They join us fresh-faced, enthusiastic, really keen to learn, but they leave us as well-rounded, mature, really ready to make their way in the world.
I came and I haven't regretted it.
I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
I think Tommy's is a great school.